Hey everyone, how are you doing? This is Mo, and welcome back on the podcast. Please welcome my friend Spencer. How are
Hey
you doing?
everyone.
How are you doing, Spencer?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about you? All is good?
Very good.
Thank you for coming here. I really appreciate you in the show and in the podcast with me. And let me know how you really doing. Do you feel good?
I feel good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Good day.
That's good. And Spencer is doing real estate and modeling, right? But would you like to prefer as a realtor or real estate more, or like a modeling when we introduce yourself? Which one you like to say?
Typically I introduce myself as a real estate agent.
Okay.
And then my friends jump in and say, she models too.
It's like something to be proud of.
Yeah, typically I introduce myself as a real estate
As a
agent
real estate.
just because people understand that more, and I also try to network as a real estate agent.
Okay.
And like can really have conversation with people around the industry
Mm-hmm.
versus modeling. People are like, what, how did you even start? Like, and people ask me questions that are hard
About
to answer.
modeling?
Yeah.
Alright. But is it hard to answer about how you start modeling and how you've been in this field? It's not that easy, or what?
Yeah, because modeling, it kind of just, I don't know, just came to me and was like a lot of networking, and it wasn't a straight path. So a lot of people want to know like how I got into it, and it's not a simple answer. So
How it came to you?
I had always wanted to model, and then when I was in college, I had a friend that modeled in Omaha Fashion Week. And so I went to a casting with her and was casted and did it and had a lot of fun with it. And then met a photographer through that who did a shoot with me. And then it kind of just like grew on itself.
Okay.
Like met people through people,
Okay.
and then it grew on itself
You
that
didn't
way.
really
Yeah.
work hard to do it. You just came and keep going with it.
I mean, definitely work hard and definitely lots of networking and like my reputation, and I'd reach out to people too, and I like was always online like trying to learn how to do stuff and applying to agencies. So there's definitely a lot of work to it, but no like clear easy path that's easy to explain to people.
Easy, like you don't have a rules or steps to do
Right.
to be there. It's not that easy.
No, it was
Okay.
It's like a very crazy staircase. It
I
got me.
know
Yeah.
it's a very hard field to be in, and too many girls. Any girl want to be a model, it's like a dream girl, dream job for any girl.
Yeah.
But being a real estate agent, this is interesting for you more, or like you like to be introduce yourself as a real estate agent.
Yeah, I like to introduce myself as a real estate agent. And I also feel like I get like a different kind of attention when I say that I'm a professional model, and people look at me like, "Oh, you model?" And so I just like to
What kind
introduce
of
myself.
attention you get from when you say you are a model?
Like
guys' attention?
Both. And sometimes I feel like when I introduce myself as a model, I need to look like a model. Like I feel like I like set myself to a different standard at that point.
Oh, really?
Versus just like I can just be regular. But when I say that I'm a model, I feel like, oh, you model? And I'm like
you change when you say you're a model?
Now I feel like I need to look like a model. Like I need to back up the fact that I said that I'm a model. Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I didn't know like the model has to act like a model all the time, or being the way she stand or the way she talk, or I don't know. But that's interesting too. Do you like to be a model? Like when you're talking with everyone, you like to act like a model or a real estate agent?
I like to just act like me. I don't like to
Okay.
really associate myself with like my profession. But usually that's the first question people ask you, right? Is what you do for work. Yeah.
So you like to be an agent, like a real estate agent?
I think I like to be an agent. Yeah. And I can just talk about, being an entrepreneur in the real estate industry and that sort of thing. Yeah.
How you get into the real estate agent?
That was a little bit more of a clear path. Took my real estate license course, and then I signed with Keller Williams and started training with them and had a mentor there. It was definitely like a hard path. I was working at a hotel for like $11 an hour, and I'd do my hotel shift, and then as soon as I was done with that, I'd go to sell real estate for the rest of the day, and then on the weekends, if I was off the hotel, I'd sell real estate. Just trying to build my business. It took me like 6 to 9 months of doing that until I could finally quit at the hotel and just go full-time real estate.
Okay.
Until I finally got my first real estate deals, because it usually takes an agent on average 6 months to get your first deal as a real estate agent.
Really?
Yeah. So
wow, that's a long.
Yeah, it's a lot of money and time invested before you actually get your first deal.
Yeah, I didn't know it's that hard. I know you take time until you get the license or maybe some training, but 6 months to make your first deal.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And a lot of patience because you will feel depressed sometimes or like giving up. I'm not selling anything or not. I in Qatar I worked like 6 months in real estate. I had to because actually my boss told me, you look good in talking and all of this, you can be a real estate agent. I said, I have no idea what I'm doing, and in Qatar we don't need a license to do a real estate. You need just a place, and you have a license for the office, and that's it. Anyone can work there, and they can do whatever they want. I was so bad. I couldn't work there, but I know it's not that easy to convince someone to buy the house or like the future house. This is not just a place you rent, you place to stay forever. So it's not that easy. But you said after that, you opened your own business in real estate?
Yeah, so most agents, unless you join a team, most agents, once you get your license, you open your own LLC.
Okay.
Excuse me. And you have your own business, and you just hold your license with a brokerage. And then you basically pay that brokerage to hold your license and to provide you with technology or training, but you have your own business and your own LLC.
Okay.
And yeah, you're a business owner, and you have to gain your own business. You have to market your own business. So yeah,
that sounds good.
Yeah,
and to be your own boss, having your own business, that's interesting to do in this age and to start it now. And I can see why you are proud about it more. You started something from scratch to be yours. That would be more proud, maybe, than being a model. But I feel too many guys or everyone would be interesting to hear about model more.
Yeah,
I can see that.
So.
Yeah, I can see that. But do you had a dream job when you were young?
Yeah, when I was young, I wanted to model and act.
Okay.
So it was something that I was always interested in. I was just kind of waiting for, an opportunity or a way
to be a model.
Yeah.
Okay. And now you don't really go for it as the first one for you, like not the first job you would like to say, I am a model only, Why that change? What happened to change? Since you've been young and this is your dream job, and now I feel it's different, right?
Yeah, I think also it depends on where I'm at. If I'm at like we talked about the creatives networking events, if I'm at like an event like that where it's a lot of models, a lot of creatives or photographers, then I will probably introduce myself as a model because it makes more sense there. And as far as networking there, it kind of just depends where I'm at. But if I'm usually at Jack's social group, if I'm there, a lot of times people are entrepreneurs or business minded or in the inspection industry. So when I'm there, I introduce myself as a real estate agent. So I suppose it depends where I'm at, how I introduce myself. Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah. Would you go forward like to go LA or New York or somewhere for being model, or you didn't really think about it?
I do think about it, yeah, especially where I'm at in my career now. I feel like I've kind of hit like a plateau in Jacksonville. I worked with, a lot of the boutiques and a lot of the photographers and creatives here. And I feel like I'm kind of ready for a bigger pond, to say. So I have considered, going to Miami for some time, meeting with agencies there, working there.
Okay.
And I've traveled to New York and Miami and Tampa for modeling, Atlanta. But yeah, somewhere a little longer. For a couple months to kind of see where I could take my career in a bigger market. Yeah, definitely.
I feel Jacksonville is not really that big for
it's not, yeah.
But good for real estate, I guess. Right?
It is good for real estate.
Yeah, I feel it's growing. So for real estate, it's a good business. But for modeling, no. So I think this will be where you have to decide, a real estate or modeling.
Yeah. Okay. That's the great thing, though, about being a business owner on the real estate end, and why I pursued it too is because I knew I wanted to do modeling and acting, and I wanted something that would be flexible and I could work for myself. So that's why I chose real estate, which is really great because, if I have a modeling gig, it's not like I have to ask my boss for a day off. I just go to the modeling gig and make sure I take my phone with me so I can answer emails or answer client calls. So that's a good part. I can do both.
You can do both from anywhere.
Yeah.
That's really good. Do you, which one you feel happy more when you wake up today and having a deal to close, or you are going for a modeling event? which one you more happy?
Well, I love closing deals.
That's more money?
Typically, real estate pays better.
Okay.
Depending on the gig. Some modeling gigs pay pretty well. But I really like having them both too. Like, modeling was always my dream, but I love having, some days getting to, go and negotiate, do contracts with clients, and then some days getting to go and be creative and, play dress up and model. It's nice to kind of have that balance and not to have to do the same thing every day,
I can see that.
I feel privileged to get to change up my job, every few days just for fun.
You have to live. Like, someone dress up for a modeling and walking like a catwalk or whatever on these events, and in the morning you're doing a real estate agent. That's like two different style, two different characters.
Yeah, it keeps it exciting. Keeps it fun.
I can see that. Had you ever had a panic of being walking on a stage or this kind of moments?
Yeah, when I'm walking on the stage, I don't have panic, but it's usually right before I'm about to walk out where I get like a sort of feeling in my stomach, like very nervous.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So.
But you've been doing it for a while now, right?
I've been doing it for a while. Yeah.
But you're still having the same feeling every time.
Yeah, same feeling every time, and I'm trying to remind myself because there's so many things that as you walk you're supposed to do. You're supposed to keep your face a certain way and keep your shoulders back and like lead with your hips and one foot in front of the other and like all different things that you're supposed to like, keep
focus on.
Yeah, to keep the focus on. It's not just walking.
Okay.
So as I'm lining up, like as it's coming to my turn to go out, I'm like thinking about all those things, like do this and do that, and then I'm getting nervous. And
you have this poker face when you are walking. Don't look at that.
Yeah.
It's different, I can see that. Like some people would feel like I can't go out. Have you ever had this feeling? I can't go out?
No, I've never had that feeling. It's just like kind of an adrenaline rush, a mix of like excitement and nervousness. Okay. And then you go out and it feels like it lasts like, 1 second. It feels like it goes so fast.
Oh, okay.
And then when you're done, you definitely have an adrenaline rush. Like you feel really like excited. Like, yeah,
I did it.
Great, yeah.
But sometimes you have to go back again, like change and go back again. Yeah. So, I did it. Oh shit, I have to back.
Yeah.
So,
change really fast.
That's
but it's
really
fun.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I see all the girls doing that, and I would say it's not that easy. But I saw also guys doing modeling. Do the guys have to do a catwalk?
Yeah, the guys have a certain walk too.
Really?
Yeah.
So if I'm a modeling as a guy, I have to walk like the girls?
They don't. I don't think they walk one foot in front of the other like we do. We do that when we're wearing heels. You walk one foot in front of the other. I can't tell you all the special things that guys have to do.
I think like if I'm a guy, do I have to walk like what the girls do? That would be interesting,
Yeah, they definitely have a certain walk. But I would say theirs is easier because they don't have to wear heels.
Yeah,
but
that makes sense.
I'm sure it has its hard things too. Yeah.
But I feel as much as excited. I would say yes, as closing a deal with like a real estate agent would be very interesting because as well you are helping someone, you are giving a home to someone. That's really interesting. I love this kind of real estate jobs, as I'm very bad in it, but I like it. Okay, when you were young, you said you wanted to be a model. Do you know who made you think to be a model? Like, do you had an idol or someone?
It was probably when I was like 11 or 12 when I really got the idea. I had watched, I think it was The Hunger Games, and I became a huge Jennifer Lawrence fan. She's an actress.
I know Jennifer Lawrence.
And
yeah,
then
it's Hunger Game. Yeah.
I wanted to be an actress. She inspired me to be an actress.
Okay.
So then I was researching like everything how to become an actress, and I found out that she had started in modeling.
Okay.
And that a lot of actresses had started in modeling. Oh. So I thought, okay, maybe I could model. And I was really tall and like very skinny at that point. Okay. Just like 5'10" and really thin. And I was like, I could be a model and then become an actress. Okay. But I lived in a tiny town of 1,300 people. Like a tiny, tiny town. Yeah. And when I had talked to my parents about it, that like this was my dream, they're like, well, we like don't have any idea like how to help you with that. And like to get in that industry, you have to have connections and you have to live somewhere else, like in LA, you know?
Makes sense.
And so they kind of told me like, I don't know, you know? And they thought, I think they thought it was like a stage, like, oh, she's just like, this is her, you know,
just something you want.
Middle school dream, yeah, which is understandable, you know, looking back, like, yeah. And we're like, you're gonna go to college, like you're really smart, you're top of your class, you're gonna go to college and get your degree. And I was
will
like,
move over all of this idea.
Yeah.
Have you go for it? Like being an actor?
Have I what? Gone for
Have you tried to be an actor now?
Yeah, I've been in a few short films.
Really?
Yeah, 3 music videos. Yeah, I've done some commercial work.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
So, would you really consider it as a dream job for now to go for an actor one day?
Yeah, one day. I think I need to move out of Jacksonville, but
to Florida.
Yeah.
You need to go to Florida, like at least Georgia, like Atlanta, or maybe LA or New York.
Yeah.
To find a really good job as an actor.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can do it. Like
Thanks.
you say, you should just go for it, and I see you can do it.
Yeah, why not?
I didn't know you want to be an actor. Like I know you always being a real estate agent and modeling, but I didn't see that. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Do you have someone else beside Jennifer Lawrence you wish to be with in a movie or something?
That's a good question. Well, Meryl Streep has always been like, an actor that I've studied and like really admired. So it'd be awesome to get to meet her someday or work with her.
That's really good. Yeah. Don't forget us when you become rich, okay?
Oh, I will.
I know this guy did a podcast with him. I have a podcast with you now, so I will keep it. I'll keep it in my archive for you. So, okay, let's back to the childhood. You said the parents was accepted the idea, but they didn't really go for it or anything. Yeah. Do you think you wished they tried harder to help you with it, or it wasn't really a big deal?
I definitely wish that I had started in the industry earlier when I was younger. Yeah, but I don't know. I guess where we lived and everything, how they really would have helped me. But they helped me in a lot of other ways, like taught me work ethic and ambition and to just go for what I wanted. Okay. So. And they're really supportive of it now too. Like we laugh now. My mom, like when I call her and say like, I got this modeling job and it pays this much or whatever. And she's like, I remember when you were 11 years old and you said you wanted to do this. And I like thought that it was just a phase, and she's like, just says that she's proud of me. That's nice. Yeah.
Oh, she's proud of you. That's very nice to hear,
Yeah.
So they were very supportive for you when you were a child. Can you describe your childhood like in 3 words?
Ooh, in 3 words?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hard.
You have your time. Think about it.
3 words is hard, but
you can take more words if you want.
I can use more words? Okay.
You can use more.
Yeah.
I will cut it. Make it 3 only.
Just cut your 3 favorites out of it. Yeah. I would say freedom.
Okay.
And like love and fun. I mean, I guess as childhood is just fun, right?
It was fun. Okay.
But I, grew up on a farm in a really small town, so we had a lot of freedom, like running around like barefoot, run to the pool, and like just could kind of go anywhere we wanted to. There wasn't really like the dangers of living in a big city. So we had a lot of freedom. And growing up on the farm was a lot of fun. But my parents were great too. They were always there and very supportive, and let us do anything we dreamed of. So yeah, it was a good childhood.
That's good. Yeah. And I like the fun and freedom and love.
Yeah,
that's a good 3 words,
Right?
There you go. We don't need to cut anything now.
Yeah.
I like that. I like to ask about the childhood because I feel whatever happened when we are growing up, it's stuck with us somehow. It's tattooed in our mind, but we didn't know until we grow up. And it's shaped us, So our childhood, as you said, it's loved, and all of this freedom that you had, and all this stuff you had when you were a child. This is built Spencer we are seeing now, So that's why I like to see that. If you can go back in time and see yourself, let's say 15 years ago, what would you say to yourself?
What would I say to myself? Probably just like the best days are still coming. Okay. Like just to tell myself, to be excited because it just keeps getting better.
Okay. Yeah. Have you always been a quiet girl? Like always been a chill, quiet girl, or You were like a really troublemaker.
I think I'm both quiet and a troublemaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff you been a troublemaker in, and when you were quiet?
I don't know. Just I've always been kind of rebellious and have to do things my own way.
Okay.
And defy like authority, definitely. But I'd say I do it in like kind of quiet, strategic ways. Yeah.
Okay.
And not like obvious ways. And I definitely don't look like an obvious like rebel or troublemaker. But people that know me would probably say that I'm both.
So you are a troublemaker, but in front of everyone they think you are so quiet and so calm. Okay, I see this kind of kids.
That's where
they're sneaky.
Yeah.
they think, they are very sweet and they are so quiet and nice, but in the end you find that they are the troublemaker, or the planner for all of the bad things happening. So I can see that.
Still nice, but a little rebellious.
That's nice, to have both of them.
Yeah.
And I can see that in your life now. You are having the both kind of life to doing whatever you want and still have a morning job and the nice morning job. So I can see that. Okay, let's say you can do the same, but in the future. You can go 15 years or 20 years in the future. What would you ask yourself?
What would I ask myself? That's a good question. I mean, of course I want to know what happens. Or ask myself for advice.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd probably ask myself for advice. Like, where should I move next? Or what should I do next? Yeah.
But that's kind of cheating.
Well, yeah.
You should live it and then and then you will know. You don't need to ask where I should go.
Where would you ask your future self?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I would say, how are you feeling? Do you happy now? And what we did in our life. And that's a really hard question to think about now. I'm always asking. I never get asked it, so that's a good question. Yeah, I would definitely ask about how I'm feeling, if I'm feeling happy. Like, it's something important for me to feel satisfied and happy and having this kind of good life. And what we did in our life. Did we achieve anything we want? And it's a really hard one. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I wanna just check on myself,
Yeah.
How we doing, if we are really happy or not. Yeah. If I need an advice to help our life to make it better. That's it, I guess.
So you would ask for advice too.
But not where I'm going. Just hey, let's make our life better,
Yeah.
I'm helping you, guy.
Any tips? Yeah.
Yeah, like, hey, stay away of this girl. She fucked up our life. Okay? Good to know. So yeah, I think that's it. It's a good question. I like it. And usually I'm asking. No one returns a question.
I've been wanting to return them to you the whole time. I'm like, can I ask him that? Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. Actually, I like it now. Okay, so that's a good thing. What's the goal now? Do you have something you want to achieve? Like a short-term goal and long-term goal?
I'd like to make my real estate business, grow it, and make it a little bit more passive.
Okay.
I don't want to leave it completely, but I'd like to hire 1 or 2 people to kind of take care of some of the things that I don't want to do.
Okay.
And then have more time for my creative pursuits, more time for acting. I'd like to do more acting education.
Okay. Like classes to be an actor?
Yeah, I've done some classes, but I'd like to, maybe go to like an acting school, like a larger acting school, travel more, maybe move to another city to try to advance my acting and modeling careers. So yeah, I guess my short-term goal right now is to build my real estate business to a point where I can hire a couple more people and do less in the business where I have to be in Jacksonville.
Okay.
Yeah.
So most of the goals are in acting, actually in both of them. You had in real estate and I like this. You have like 2 ways for everything. You are going on both of them in the same time. That's really good.
It's good and bad because I sometimes feel like I just need to focus on one thing, Like, if I want to get to my goals, I need to, like, just focus on one, but I can't choose, so we'll just keep doing all of them.
I think you let the future choose for you.
Yeah.
Which one you will get a very good in. Maybe you will be a great actor, so someday you have to stop doing a real estate or you don't have time for it. But let the future decide, not you. You don't need to choose now, I guess. Okay, so that's good. Let's say, what are you following your mind or your heart more?
I think both. In real estate, following my mind and following security, and with my creative pursuits with modeling and acting, and following my heart and, you know, childhood dreams.
Okay.
But both of them, I mean, I think out. I want you know, to follow the things that I'm passionate about, and that will bring me freedom and creative outlets. So it's not like impulsive, like heart things, you know, like I just want to act because that sounds fun, you know.
I could expect this answer. So let me ask you something. I always like to ask this question. If you can imagine your heart in front of you, like talking to you now, your heart is something in front of you and your heart is going to say something to you. What do you think your heart is going to say? Take your time.
Hard questions, Mo.
It's something to think about it.
What would my heart say to me? Like my physical heart, or like my...
The heart who lived with you all this life. Being ups and downs, too many relationships, too many failures. So.
Okay, so like my spiritual heart. Okay.
Yeah, the physical heart will not say anything.
It'd be like...
That's it.
Eat more fruits and veggies.
Hey, help me. I'm here.
Yeah, drink more water.
The spiritual one.
Spiritual heart. Probably just like tell me just to have fun. Like stop worrying about, you know, reaching these goals and doing everything perfect, and stop worrying about, you know, where you're gonna end up and what the path is, and just like enjoy the journey and just have fun along the way and enjoy the people that you meet along the way. Okay. Yeah, it would probably just tell me to just have fun.
Have a little more fun.
Yeah.
That's good. I like it. See, it's an easy question. Just need to think about it.
Now, what would your heart tell you?
Man, I had to think about this answer now. Okay, what my heart is going to tell me? I think my heart will... especially we've been in ups and downs a lot. And we've been in too many, like we've been traveling a lot, and while I'm doing that, it made me not enjoying too many things in my life. So I think it would tell me settle down a little bit, have a good relationship, or like let's fall in love, because we didn't do it for a long time, and enjoy. I think so. That's what the heart would say, I guess. But yeah, I need to think about this answer before I ask now, because you're making me think about it. But I like it, to be honest. So that's good.
I like that.
Okay. So let's back to the real estate. And do you remember the feeling of the first house you sold, or the first deal?
Yeah. I was relieved and excited to finally have sold one. Yeah, I guess that was it. Relief and excitement, and just like...
How long you took until you sold the first one? 6 months? Or
6 months.
Exactly 6 months. Okay.
Yeah, just about 6 months.
Okay, so after 6 months being working on, how long the deal took from you to talk with the customer, showing them and doing all of this? How long it take?
Usually a couple months. Usually I meet the customer and work with them about a month, get them ready and introduce them to the lender and show them properties. Okay. And then they find their house. And then it takes 30 days usually to close.
Oh, okay.
So usually a couple months. Sometimes they're a lot longer. Sometimes I meet a client and we stay in touch for a year before they actually, you know, sometimes 2 years before they actually buy a house and are ready. But typically a couple months. Yeah.
Okay. So That's really interesting to be that long and finishing your first deal. That's something I would be excited a lot. And what was the first feeling when you are walking on the stage? First time.
On the stage?
For a modeling.
Oh, for modeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, nervousness, excitement. Yeah, also just like, I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I'm actually modeling.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like this. So the different feelings. That's why I wanted to ask to see how's the different feeling about the excitement and really happy to close this deal, but relieved.
Yeah.
And this one is excitement, but with more joy and still nervous about it. So
yeah.
I wanted to see the difference between both of them. So
those are good questions.
Thank you. It's a credit. Thank you. So let's go for the game. I usually do a game in the end of every episode, and this game name a Cookology. So I will ask you. It's an imagine game. So you just imagine and tell me what you are seeing, and I will tell you what that means in the end. Okay. So close your eyes and imagine that. Imagine a big desert. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. Now imagine a box. Can you see it?
Yes.
How's it looks like?
Just a regular cardboard box. Kind of longer than fat.
Okay. But is it in the sand, floating?
It's in the sand.
In the sand.
Yeah.
Is it diving in the sand or just on top of the sand?
Just sitting on top of the sand.
Okay, that's good. But not so long, not so big. It's just normal size for a box.
Yeah, like medium size. Like I could pick it up.
Okay. Can you see it from all the sides or just?
I can see 3 sides of it.
Mm-hmm.
The top and then 2 other sides. I can't see the back side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, can you see a ladder?
Yes.
How's it looks like?
Metal ladder, tall, going straight up. Yeah, just like a basic ladder, not one that folds open.
Okay. How many stairs?
It has like 50 stairs.
Oh, that's a very long. Okay, I like that. And how far from the box?
They are like 30 feet from each other.
Okay. Is the iron looks like an old iron or like a new one, shiny one? How it looks like?
It's shiny.
Shiny.
Yeah.
It's iron, so strong leather, but still a shiny one.
Yes.
Okay, I like this. And now, can you imagine a horse? Can you see a horse?
Yes.
How's it looks like?
It's yellow.
Okay.
And it's regular sized. Probably a little more on the small size, actually.
Small size.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like square shape, cube shape.
Mm-hmm.
The green yard. Has vinyl siding on the outside. A little porch.
A Porsche. It's a horse. So you see it somewhere else, not in the desert with you?
No, it's not in the desert. The house.
There is a horse in the house.
Okay.
Because there is no house in this. I didn't ask you for a house, but if you see the horse very far in a house, I don't mind this.
Okay, no, the horse is not in the house. The horse is in the desert.
Okay, how's it looks like and where exactly from the box?
It is like a dark brown horse.
Okay.
And it's really pretty, and it's in the same area as the box and the ladder. They're all standing in the sand.
Where exactly from the box? You said.
Yeah, like 30 feet from the box.
Oh, so very close to the ladder.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it moving, standing?
Just standing there.
Standing next to the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like that. And do you see plants?
Plants? No, because I'm in the desert.
You can imagine it if you want. There is no plants at all in the picture. You can't.
Okay, I guess I brought one to the desert.
You brought one with you.
I'm holding it. Yeah.
You're adopting plants.
It's a tiny little succulent. It's a succulent plant.
Ah, okay. Because of the desert. Okay.
Yeah.
So where is it?
Where is it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm holding it in my hand.
So close to the box or far from the box?
The box is like 30 feet away. Everything is like in a circle.
So you are like everything is 30 feet away from the box. The box is really far from all of the other stuff.
No, everything is like 30 feet away from each other, just in a circle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, except the plant. I'm holding it.
Okay. But still not close to the box.
No.
Okay. And now let's imagine a storm coming. A big storm coming.
Okay.
Imagine it and tell me how far, how it looks like, what's it going to affect in all of this.
I see it in the distance. It's like a few miles away. And
Okay.
I can see the storm. It's dark clouds, lightning, rain. And you asked, how's it going to affect everything?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's going to get the box wet. And it's cardboard, so it's just going to fall apart.
Oh, it will fall apart the box.
The box is, yeah. Because
Oh.
it's just a cardboard Amazon
Okay.
box. And
Okay.
my plant is going to get watered. But it just needs a little bit of water.
Okay, so it's needed already.
Yeah.
Can take this storm, okay.
And the desert is going to get water. And my horse is going to get wet. The ladder is
Still standing, or the horse will do something with it?
It's just going to stand there.
Okay.
Yeah, and probably wait for me.
Okay.
Yeah. And the ladder's going to get wet. Probably be slippery. Because it's a metal ladder.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay. You can open your eyes. That was interesting.
Made my eyes water having them closed.
This is a storm.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll tell you what that mean. You didn't make it easy, but okay. The box, usually you're subconsciously it's you, how you see yourself.
Oh, okay.
And how you imagine yourself in all of this. So you imagine yourself not really a big box, like too much ego, but also not a small one. You are a good medium size, have a normal personality, not really too much ego or this kind of too much. But it's a carton that's like it's easy to affect. Like maybe if there is because the storm is something I will let you know later, but it's easy to affect this carton. And the ladder is your friends and the family. They are not very far and not very close, maybe because it's a different city or different state, but they are a very shiny, like it's a good, strong connection with them. You have a too many stairs, which is too many people you love and they love you. Like the connection with all of the people you love is very, very strong. Friends and family. So that's a good thing about them. The horse is a future partner. How you see him? Okay, you said you liked him like a black horse, and it's not also so far, but not also so close. So maybe someone has to move for each other, So, but at least I will let you know when the storm happened, what happened. But I can see what's happening now, how far it is, and how it's not so close from the box. We are talking about you, the box, not you in the picture. So you are as a box. And the plants, you said there is no plants is a kids in the beginning, of course, and after that you said that. So how you see a kids in a picture? So do you really want to have kids in the future or not really?
Yeah.
You want to have kids? How many kids you want to have in the future?
I think I want a big family.
Like a big
4
family?
or 6. Not crazy
okay.
big, but yeah.
Okay, do you have time to do that? Like you take a break from your jobs to do that? Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. But it's not 100% accurate game, but some people say it's how you see subconsciously. So you said only one plans. So that was interesting, but you didn't keep it with anything, like not near to the box, not near to the horse or the ladder either. So I have to read about how this because you said you will keep it with you. It shouldn't be with you because you are just watching it, not really into the picture. Anyway, I don't mind this. And the storm is the problems coming. So how the problems affect your life and affect you. So you said it's a little bit far, but it can affect you. I don't know how, when you really have too much big problems happening to you, how you take it. But you said it's actually didn't scare the horse or run away because of the problems, which is a future boyfriend. And the family, it was if something happened, it's still standing, still strong, still all of this, maybe slippery, but it's not really a big deal. So that's a good thing. But the box is really have some damages. So maybe the problems affect you emotionally. I don't know how you take how you deal with your problems, you know. So it's anyway, it's as I said, it's not really 100% accurate,
Yeah.
but it's something you let you think about it, you know. So I hope you enjoyed it.
That was interesting. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, thank you. I like you. You really enjoyed it, and I hope you really enjoy the podcast or the episode.
Definitely. Thanks for having me on.
Of course, I really wanted you, and I hope everyone enjoyed it. Please, if you like the episode, like, share, subscribe, and all of the stuff. And see you next time. Salam.